Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and today we are starting the next part of the investigation. It was really weird to have it to be continued, and yet we're still investigating. Is that the first time that's happened? I feel like it's always been investigation to be continued, trial to be continued, more trial. I don't know. I know there's a lot of experts in the in our community who can probably answer that better than I can. But anyway, uh, last episode left us with a lot of all the questions, and hopefully we can try to solve some today. February 9th, Inner Temple Trading Hall. Right. Is this what Godo was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the camera was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you say that you get to do the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. It's not like being stronger would help you break these locks though, buddy. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Well, in our defense, we do have, what, 102-degree fever? If I remember correctly? Like 102.2 or something like that? Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip out of yourself. Oh, I forgot. Earthquakes. He's not good with earthquakes, and there was an earthquake. Right. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly... There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in the current state. Wow, she actually whipped him for a change. I think that's a first. Go and get some rest. That's the only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, the glaring dots. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Alright, well, let's look around first. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright! Okay, now I know how Maya feels when I told her not to touch things. All the dots! What a pity! It's just full of old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm for the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. We've heard that one before, though. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer-thin? Oh yeah, we know. Yeah, wafer-thick, right. This door. When I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. Those chains! It's someone's guarding something inside the cavern. I've never seen locks quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. They look like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. This scroll shows a picture of Missy Faye, master of the Korean channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's wrong with the scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and you so-called artists. Artist? Yeah. Nothing here. Alright, let's present new evidence. Nothing here. Ow!
But that's more important at this moment. Don't you agree?
She's right. I'm gonna have to hold off on asking about things for now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Alright, so no showing stuff. Let's just talk. Escape. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to skip the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Trick lock.
These locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you are the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. You see, I can call you by your full name too. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. And basically, if there's 100 ways to open each lock, that means it would take... It could take, potentially, 500 attempts to open up these 5 locks. And that's if you know all 100 ways to open the lock. You may only know 1 way to open a lock. And if all 5 of them have a different way of locking, yeah, that's bad.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Oh, the dots. Yes, that's correct. What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Oh, the dots. Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks.
Oh, not 100 ways, there are hundreds of different ways.
I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But... it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? Non-stop?
Well, that's better than leave the locks in place. Would you do this for us?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a lot to ask. Spending an entire day doing it, but a girl's life could be in danger.
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. The night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what will that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you?
Oh, the questionable dots?
Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple. It's as if you were.
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh God, not again! Oh! I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about.
Oh, the dots.
Can I ask her about stuff yet? No, I cannot. Alright, well, we need to find more evidence. We're gonna have to move out. Let's go to the garden first. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving an evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter, boil in trouble. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah. Oh, the dots. Oh, are you okay there, buddy Dots? Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. I would love to see you hug it out with him. That'd be great. Giant hugging it out moment. Awesome. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something horrible. Or terrible, even. Alright, well, let's look around first. A little lantern, a little statue. Small, but the whole place is incredibly well kept. There's just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow. Sorry, I just got the hiccups there all of a sudden. My bad. Let me try it again. Everything else is covered in snow or frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken by someone. Oh, the dots? Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something. Don't be ridiculous, Wright. No detective would be that careless at a crime scene. He's really angry. I better not say it was Gumshoe was always gonna pay. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied there too. It belonged to the victim. We're sure of that now. It's going in the evidence room once the investigation is over, so hands off, right? You don't need to tell me that. Well, our dear friend Larry just tried to steal it when no one was looking. He probably just wants somebody to remember his esteemed teacher by. These are torches of the naked flame variety. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Accordingly to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, Maya was training up here, so there's nothing strange about that. Except, apparently they don't light these torches for training sessions. Huh? I heard that too much light isn't conducive to spiritual training. Oh, I didn't know that. Why is this the only area with no snow? Someone must have cleared it away. What other explanation is there? Of course, I played the What If game as well. But when I asked our trusty bungler, Detective Gumshoe, he said it wasn't him. I suppose Edgeworth has a point. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a good reason, or must have had a reason to do so. I just can't imagine what the reason could be, though. I suppose you've noticed that Maya's name is written on this lantern. It's pretty hard to miss, you know. It's written in Miss Deoneem's blood. She was probably forced up against the lantern by the killer. Then with her back against the lantern, she wrote that name with her finger. That's why it's written upside down. Do you think the victim wrote this herself? Isn't that the obvious conclusion? But why would she write Maya's name? Oh, the dots. I don't think that's something I want to discuss with you. What he's thinking is, it's like, I don't want to say this because it could be a spoiler. There's another visual novel game where someone wrote a name in a different way. It happens very early in the game, and in this game, though, there's no mystery about it. We kind of know that's Maya's name. But yeah, so when you go against a wall and you try to write your name upside down, you're more likely to write it upside down because you're writing it with your back to the wall, so therefore your hand is behind you. So you're gonna write going up instead of going down. I think that's the idea here. But could Maya have done it? Maya, as a possessed person, could have done it, but who would Maya have been possessed by? Wait, what do you say? You're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately. But you were acting for the defense of the child today? Yeah, you were. Alright, so apparently it's gonna do this for everything? No? I don't know Maya Fey very well. But it seems to me that girl is always landing herself in trouble. It seems to me that you know her better than you think. I do sincerely hope she's going to be alright. One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know, I read all about it. It was the first time for the both of us. Two novices head to head. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after the trial ended the way it did. I wonder if Mia felt the same way too. It seems Pearls was trapped on the side of the river on the night of the murder. Did she tell you anything? Listen, Wright. She's just a kid. I can't force things out of her. You'll have to be the one to find out what she knows. He's something of a legend, I hear. Don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know. It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know. Then you mean, he isn't anything special? Huh. You should already know the answer to that. Although, there is one other possibility. What's that? He could have come into the profession from a different channel. What different channel? There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney, but decided it wasn't for him. A defense attorney? I didn't know you could switch sides like that. I was just with Detective Gumshoe. I treated him to some pasta. That sounds really good. I want pasta so bad, but I can't break my diet. You owe him that much. After all, it's your fault his salary is so low. How is it my fault? And look, if you're gonna buy the guy lunch, at least get him something decent, okay? Just don't give him that lobster thing from that, you know, Armstead or Armstrong's place. Gumshoe practically lives on pasta and noodles already. Well, I did order some extra Parmesan cheese on top. Yes! That's what I like. In my pasta, I like butter and Parmesan cheese. I don't like sauce. Although I do like meatballs. Meatballs are great. He was crying tears of joy as he dug into it. It was quite moving. All I had to do is give the poor guy a raise. It's crossed my mind once or twice that her testimony might be a bunch of lies. There certainly are a lot of problems with it. The thing is, as far as I can tell, she has no reason to deceive us. I believe she did meet the defendant at the inner temple and witnessed the murder, too. The one in the Hazakura temple courtyard, in any case. Another victim we know nothing about, same as always. I hope you'll tell me if you know something about a mystery woman, right? Well, I know that Ace Attorney was no ordinary visitor to the temple, but her true identity could be a useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give that away just like that, especially since you never give us anything, Edgeworth. You know that's true. Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. Well, that reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the criminal affairs department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he's found. Apparently, he had become something of an apprentice to Ace Attorney. Yes, something like that. He did this portrait for me earlier. Well, that's great. Oh, the dots. Just let's leave it at that about Larry, alright? Looks like someone's so mad at the butts for his performance in court today. It's been more than a year since I last saw Francisca myself, but it seems that she's been dying to see you again. She really said that? I believe she wants to eat you for breakfast, or to put it another way, whip you silly. Literally and metaphorically. Oh. Go on, let her have a way. It would make for a great anecdote about my trip. Ah, forget it, Edgeworth. That's quite alright. If you want to know how to run the perfect trial, there's a lot to study and learn. Oh, is that what you're studying about right now? I've sat at the prosecutor's bench for trials in 5 different countries now. The first thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a task. I never get anywhere then. It's taken me a lifetime to sort of master one language. Yeah, as you can tell, sometimes I bubble over words quite a lot. Get that piece of filled out in my face. I realized that because he was responding to some people, the evidence might work. You're still mad, huh, Edgeworth? Oh, the dots. I know a thing or two about Larry Butts, just like you. We both know he likes to act up, but this, even he couldn't make something like this up. If this is what he drew, then this is what he saw. As unbelievable as it may seem. I know, that's what I think too. Every single time I see that guy, he's in it up to his neck. I knew it. Edgeworth's still mad as a hornet at Larry. Alright, nothing about this. Press X or cross too many times. Do you guys call the X button on the PlayStation controller X or cross? I know officially it's named cross, but I've always called it X. What do you guys think? Or do you not play PlayStation at all and, you know, you're like, whatever, FlightlessBird. I mean, it may work. I don't know if he's gonna tell me anything else if we've gone this far, but hey, what do you know? As soon as I say that, Iris gave that to you, didn't she? Yes, and it really works. It helped my fever go down quicker, I'm sure of it. So you say, but your face is as white as a sheet and sweat is running down your cheek. Anyway, it seems to me like there's something going on between the two of you. All the dots. Actually, I don't know exactly why, but there's something about Iris that just tugs at me. I can't figure out whether I feel like I know her or don't know her at all. It's really weird. Another victim we know nothing about. Same as always. I hope you'll tell me if you know something about our mystery woman, right? I know that Elise Deonim was no ordinary visitor to the temple, but her true identity could be a very useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give that away just like that. Alright, nothing about the gravy. Or the map. Our badge, of course. Is that your attorney's badge? Interesting. I never imagined I'd never see you wearing one of these, right? It's because of you that I became one, Edgeworth. Oh, the dots. Not that I have any regrets. I really don't. Oh, the dots. If you're trying to say thanks, you can start by saying it a bit louder. Alright, let's talk to him now. The investigation. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the Guardian here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing and blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect. Maya, do you? Oh, the dots. We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Earthquakes. So, I guess you still haven't got over your fear of earthquakes. And the music stopped. No. Though thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. Well, that's good. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out, and that's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. All the dots. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that. I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, stronger than you think. So no more of that self-pity, okay? Iris. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her before somewhere. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for a file? Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before. 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? Oh, the dots. I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. Oh, come on! What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Are we gonna get psych lock here? Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to that case. Or this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we do that? Because I've shown him every piece of evidence. And there's nothing new here. Game? Click on it twice? No? The connection. I don't... I'm not sure how I do that. Alright, I'm gonna move on. I guess we can come back later. And who knows, we still have more to look. And hopefully someone can fill me in. Besides, I want to talk to Pearls. February 9th, enter Temple Gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Where's Pearls at? Oh, I was hoping to see Pearls here. Where you at, Pearls? Maya has got to be inside the sick cabin. She has got to be. I hate feeling so useless. It's driving me nuts. But I need to look for clues so that I'm ready when we finally get out of here. Ah, I accidentally clicked on it again. Nothing up there. On the other side of the little gate is the garden. Edgeworth is probably still in there, crying softly to himself. Guess we better hug it out. Would be nice. If only we could. I can't read it very well, but I think that sign says Inner Temple on it. Or maybe it says Training Hall. No, maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it says the Bridge of Dawn. All the dots. I really should get back to work. I like the Bridge of Dawn. That's a cool name. You can see Dusky Bridge from here, and it feels like an unusually long bridge to me. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire. In other words, no one has crossed it in either direction since the night of the murder. Which means that scene in the Inner Temple's garden couldn't have been set up by someone. How is this bridge standing, by the way, without the post? You know, without the rope holding it? That's an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I guess it must have snapped during the fire. Maybe 3 is strong enough? Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Looks like one of the cakes someone left as an offering is missing, though. I guess Gumshoe couldn't resist the poor guy. There's something strange about this incinerator. I'm sure there was snow on the first time I saw it. That and the door's open. Someone's been burning something, that's for sure. It's a shame there isn't a trace of what is left inside.
Alright.
Let's move. Suspension bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Yeah, I know. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there skulking again. Can we not find Larry? Can we find our pearls, please? I want to talk to her. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. But I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse. At least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. I had a feeling something bad was going to happen, and sure enough, it did. Yep, Edgewood definitely couldn't live up here. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me.
Alright.
Let's move out. Heavenly Hall. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Yes! It's our Pearls! Welcome back, Pearls. It's so good to see you.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mr. Meyer? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
Well, this is the loser shack. When losers get together to lose themselves.
This is the what?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Oh, look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
Well, that's, great, Pearls.
Man, we're gonna go gather some firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-eaten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of the way.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up or becoming a better man?
Man, don't believe what I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He only lets you down.
Oh, the dots. Oh, Mr. Maya.
At least we can finally talk to Pearls. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini and a bikini. I gotta think of the kids. This is a famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. All the dots. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. You ever go whitewater rafting, by the way? I have once in my life when I was younger, much younger. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I was scared on my mind because, yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. But it was a lot of fun, you know, in retrospect. These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. That's why the Jungle Cruise ride, the one where you get in the tubes and you go down the water in Disney World, or is it MGM or Universal, whatever studio it is. That's why that was always like one of my favorite rides. I'm not a roller coaster fan, but I love the water, and I love being in the water. It's such a great feeling. Although I don't have a lot of time to go in the water, unfortunately, nowadays. But still, every now and then when I can get on the water, it's nice, I will admit. I'm not a beach person, but water is nice. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spend a night in this little freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates in the morning. That's strange. Pearls hasn't said anything. Look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. Alright, let's talk and then present. Larissa sketch. Hey Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
Hey, I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore.
What am I going to do with him? Yeah, you're not going to be with Pearls forever. That's not going to happen. All right, then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
Aw, you see, I miss this. I miss Pearls.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But, Mr. Larice?
Yeah? Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you.
Well, I guess the picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night.
You see?
But I was wide awake after the lightning strike.
You see that right there, that picture? I think that confirms everything that we're thinking. Edwin, you're a genius. I am almost 100% positive now that this picture is upside down. It's someone falling off the bridge, not flying. And the reason it's upside down is because he's upside down. You see? The question is, who is getting shoved off the bridge? Why? And what happened after they got shoved off the bridge? And I'm pretty sure I know who that person is. That person is Elise. But she doesn't have the hood. It could be the cloak that she's wearing, rather than a hood. I don't know.
But I was wide awake after the lightning struck.
And I saw what I saw.
It was exactly like I drew it in the picture.
And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value.
Hey, what's the look of doubt on your face?
The night of the crime. Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder.
Oh, the exclamated dots.
Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does matter. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Deonim's room reading a book together. But Miss Deonim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
Oh, the dots. I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh, Lord! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, my Lord! You gotta be kidding me!
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? Lost powers? Oh, this is so annoying. There's so many Cyclops everywhere. From people who should be talking to us, who aren't. Lost powers. What do you mean if power has disappeared, Pearls?
Oh, the dots. It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Well, it's working pretty well for Larice, I think. All the dots.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Yes! The protagonist and I are on the same page. I love it. Pearls? Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried, but failed, perhaps?
Way to go, Nick. You made it cry. Well, that was really cool of you, man.
Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her Cyclops to get the truth out of her. She tried to channel her mother, didn't she? But it didn't work because her mother was still alive, because her mother is... No. I'm sorry. I keep doing this. I need to stop doing this. Pearls and Maya are not sisters. They're cousins. But still, she tried to channel her aunt, which was Misty. So she tried channeling her aunt Misty, but it didn't work because Misty is still alive. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Nope, I don't have a clue. Why would she want to channel Misty? Because Elise told her to, but why would Elise tell her to do that? I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway. Pearls?
Oh, the dots.
It's no good. She's in no condition to look at anything from me right now. Really? Is that all she's gonna do until we break her psych lock? Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna talk about Maya. She's not gonna talk about anything, right? Man, what's with people and not talking to me? This is kind of getting annoying, people. Work with me here. You need to work with me. Main gate. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Wow, I wonder what this thing was used for on the night of the murder. There is only one key to the snowmobile, and Iris is the one who had it. So I have to wonder if it was her. But she says she never left Hazakura Temple that night. You can see the main hall from here. Sister Bikini should be back by now. We were interrupted earlier by the earthquake. I think I should go pick up our conversation where we left off. This is one impressive gate. It's pretty grand for something that belongs to a branch family of the clan. I bet they make an exorbitant amount of money here. I mean, that whole special coursing has got to be good business. All the dots. No, I'm starting to think like Maya. That'd be nice if I could start thinking like Maya. Would be nice to make some more money. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen. When Iris rang the lights out bell that night? Alright, let's move into the temple. Oh wow, she is freaking out right now. February 9th.
Oh, well. Oh, well, what was the damage? How was the secret cavern?
That's right, I forgot. She's worried about the temple collapsing. It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that was stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
Oh, the dots. But who could have done that? The only person who knew how to set those locks are those of the quiet tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Crying disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Missing Elise, Missing Missy arrived. After she showed me the talisman that put me in seal as a master, she said, someone is trying to destroy the quiet tradition many family line. I am here to put a stop to them.
I wonder if it's Pearls' mother. Did she break out of jail somehow? Someone's trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes a new master of crying, and her daughter's the main family. All other minions become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed about the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will be plot to erase those of the main family line.
All the exclamated dots. Is the power of the master with this much bloodshed? I bet the writing on these sliding doors and instructions spirit channeling. No, we've seen that before. We've seen that before. seen that one before. Yeah. I don't know. Did we see this one before? I only seen Layout like this when I was on this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, Sabachi Reishi really puts out a lot of heat. Just thinking about how happy you were sitting here eating pot roasted gravy. Yeah, that'll be cool, wouldn't it? Sister Bikini, would you mind taking a look at this? Oh! What are you doing with that? Give it back at once! I can't. This is evidence. This really must be one very important item. This Christmas fair. I shot from a double winning hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose. If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Daeunim's staff. Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mr. Ganesh. Honestly, it's like the end of the world. It's not a good thing, that's for sure. In fact, people had the goal to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art. Huh? If that's his auto standard, even for the arts, he says, I could be a pop diva. Sure, but what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that? Oh, the dots. Are definitely the end of the world. I think these are all evidence that we've talked to her before on. Well, tell me what's going to happen to poor Irish. If she wants to be guilty-eyed, well, I wouldn't accept it. But your testimony, yeah, I saw what I saw. Okay, so we've already shown her all that evidence before. So let's go ahead and actually talk to her. Crying channeling technique. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power, Cheryl. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen you channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Stardust Mask case. And during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Along with some other instances. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always been on hand to help me out when I needed the most. The crying technique has made a huge difference for World, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expect you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you're saying, all because of one little mistake. A mistake? What mistake? Is this a DL6 incident? It was 17 years ago, that's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? She talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested, looked up of course. It was called the DL6 incident. Aha. That's the name of the file. Yep, call that one. The DL6 incident, I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Oh, the extra dots. Oh, well that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Though Misty channeling, the name of a certain name was her first. And with that as evidence that Miskins was spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? Oh, that's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the crying tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Crying Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's power was shown. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Oh, of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we'll finally make it a comeback. The crying tradition is trying to recover at last. But with the new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Who else would she mean? Family feud.
The spiritual power of the crying channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the fake line, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the woman in the family can inherit that power.
My family's bloodline stems directly from a Shigami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes a new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
Oh, that's right. That is always a cause of tragedy.
All the dots. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh, yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Oh, of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life. As a result.
Do you know what Mr. Maya's roommate have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Missy, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Missy got really tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
It reminds me a lot of the Hamilton play, where the older Skylar sister, you know, is like, well, I could take away Hamilton, but I need to protect my sister first. Very endearing. That's right, Missy Faye had an elder sister too. And Missy, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her.
Mystic Missy's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Yes, Morgan Le Fay. We do know her. Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Crying Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if we knew about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris.
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
Well, that Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
What? What? Wait, what? All the dots? I um um is it possible that Morgan died and Iris channeled her mother to get revenge on Elise and then to try to kill Maya so that way her branch could become the dominant line? But that's assuming that Iris is not Dahlia. Because there's no way Dahlia and Iris could be the same person, right? 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 I don't know. I mean, if Iris is not the same person as Dahlia, I guess I can see how that would all fit in. Especially with trying to eliminate the main branch family to make your branch stronger, but what is going on here? What? Iris is what? Yeah, it's good to know the protagonists are on our same page. Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Morgan and Iris. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already know. I said it like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. Oh, the dots. Oh, you're Josh. That child, she's Mr. Morgan's. Oh, the dots. I had no idea. You don't know anyone's kids, do you? You didn't know Maya was the future master. And you didn't know Pearls was Morgan's daughter? Oh, that's, I'm so confused, Josh. I hate Bernald. Oh, Mr. Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes, I think. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year, she is still in prison, right? Right? It was all done except Pearl's up as the next master. Oh, sure. Sure, I've been wrong all this time. Mr. Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? 3? Whoa, 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 whoa! Where's the 3rd daughter? What? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and her Mr. Pearl twin sister. Twin sister. She has a twin. Oh my lord, you gotta be kidding me. What? Twin sister? Oh, don't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After all, the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mr. Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that the crimes of intimidation hit an all-time low. When Mr. Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking the twin daughters with them. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know, and... He was a jeweler. Dahlia was the daughter of a jeweler. What is going on in this game? On the end, he were married, and that's what had happened. He decided to give up one of his girls up to be looked after by her at the temple. That was Iris, you say? It's unbelievable. Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sis Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? Oh, the dots. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. All the dots. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Come on, Phoenix. Edgeworth told us that. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Oh, yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mr. Morgan's anger towards her main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken away from her by her jeweler husband. But even that could destroy a dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. A shame that the genetic hair was a result of Mr. Morgan's anger. I was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So, Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Oh boy. All the question marks. Morgan Faye's daughter and Iris' twin sister. Her father deals in jewelry, apparently. Iris had a twin sister. That's really all I know about her. That and the fact that she was taken away from her mother by her jeweler father. I don't have any idea what she is or what she's doing now. I could tell her, but she'd probably have a coronary and a half. Morgan Faye, older sister of Mystic Faye and mother of Pearl and Iris, is in solitary confinement. When I think about it, I do feel kind of sorry for Mr. Morgan. What if, oh my gosh. When you take upon this spiritual power of someone, you like grow to reflect them. That's why Pearls looks so much different when she's Mia. What if Dahlia was put to death and Iris channeled her sister, and because they're twins, they look exactly the same. so no one could tell that she was being possessed by her sister. That could be a thing, right?
It was her fault that her sister was a more powerful spirit medium. Mrs. Morgan just couldn't compete with her sister. That must have been really tough on her.
Even so, that doesn't excuse all the things she did.
All the dots. No, of course not.
Alright, my friends, well, my name is FlightlessBird. This is our biggest gaming channel. This is the biggest what the holy all the dots episode we've had in a while. Just a lot of revelations here, and it all stems from anger. It's all because of the anger of Morgan Bay. I'm actually telling this episode anger because that kind of sums up everything, doesn't it? I want to make sure I saved. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much, and until next time, so long, and take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.